It's mewmew here, and welcome back to Digimon Linkz. Today's video we are going to talk about transferring your account from one device to another and kind of what the experience is with that. And a part of this video is a lot of a PSA. I think it's going to be a relatively short video, but let's talk about transferring your account. And I've actually experienced this right now because I currently use my Android tablet to stream and to make videos, and I use mewmew on my computer, and you've seen on some of my videos that sometimes they crash. Mewmew client crashes, so I've had a lot of issues, and in order to kind of alleviate that, I wanted to transfer my game to my iPad, because that way I could just use Elgato to do this whole shebang, and it would have a much smoother experience. So that's why I was looking into transferring an account, and while I was trying to do that, I kind of learned a little bit about the transfer process, and I wanted to share it with you. And hopefully what I found is helpful for you and you don't make mistakes, as I almost did. I almost made this mistake, and I don't want you to go through this mistake as, almost make this mistake as well. So if you go to your menu, which I'm in now, you can see, you have our options, and if we go to other, we can find the transfer icon, and whenever you click on the transfer icon, you'll have the options of, you can either issue a transfer code, log in with Google Play, or link to your Facebook. As you can see here, I have a link to my Facebook, and actually if you were to log in a different device, you can whenever you start your game, you can actually, when you click the transfer button, you can select log into your Facebook, and it will actually pull your profile and it will pull up your game. If you click on issue transfer code, if you click on issue code, it will give you a code for both user code and transfer code, which you can use on the other device, that will basically move your save data from the cloud to your new device. And it's not that this game does not have cloud save, it totally does. It's just that the transfer process is, it supports you not being able to log in through Facebook or through, Google Play, depending on your choosing. So like here, I've logged in through Google Play just, to get my achievements. And I've also linked to my Facebook because, I like having, the peace of mind. So actually, I went on my iPad and I was going to transfer in my gameplay. But then I was given a notice that I could move it. However, I would lose all of my digistones whenever I moved it. And it suggested that I use up my digistones by purchasing things in the game before moving into iOS. So basically, if I moved this game fine to my phone, just by logging in through my Facebook. So whenever you're in the home screen, and let's go to the home screen so you can see that. Take me to the home screen. Let me show you by actually exiting and coming back in, because it's not letting me. Actually, if you know how to get back to the title screen from the game, let me know. Totally a thing now. Whenever I was I clicked it to log in through my Facebook, it told, it showed me this notice. When I clicked, also issue transfer code, transfer, I could just put in the code and password that I was given, and it would work fine. But, the whole losing your digistones or transferring the game, I almost clicked OK. So when you click this transfer button, once it stopped loading, when you click transfer, you can either enter the transfer code that you want to do. So like if I click enter transfer code, the code that it would have been given, you enter it here, and then you just load the backup. And as this notice says on the bottom, your digistones will not carry over to your new save file when transferring between two OSs. Meaning, if you have an Android tablet and you want to go to an iPhone or an iPad, you will lose your digistones. If you go from iPad to Android, you will lose your digistones. So, they suggest use up your digistones before you try to transfer. So if you transfer and, do link with Facebook account, it'll ask you if you want to link to your Facebook account. And once you click yes, it will tell you, it will go to open the Facebook app and sign you in. And then it'll tell you, oh, this is, Miss mewmew. And, and it'll say my user code. And then it tells me, again, if you're transferring between two devices, you will lose your digistones. So make sure to use your digistones. And, if I had 10 digistones, it wouldn't be a big deal. But currently, I do have 700-ish digistones, which I've been saving up, just because I know other things will come in the game. And also, I've been using a lot of digistones for just replenishing my stamina or unlocking, some of the daily quests when they're not available. I use a lot of digistones on a daily, so it's not like I can just give up 700 digistones. And sure, I could have just summoned stuff, and that would have been fine. But as I've said, I'm not summoning anymore because I do have my Omegamon. Please watch my should I summon video. I'll leave that in the description or at the end of this video so you can go see it. But do be warned that you cannot. You can transfer your game between two OSs, two devices, as long as they're in the same OS ecosystem. You will not have an issue. You will get your digistones. And I do remember reading somebody saying, "Oh, I lost my digistones when I transferred my device." There has to be an issue, and it's an issue of sometimes us not reading. And because whenever I logged in through Facebook and I pushed OK. And I was almost going to push OK to transfer game when I saw the red letters. If you transfer your game between OSs, you will lose your backup. You will lose your digistones. So use them on in-game in-game stuff so you can transfer and not lose much. So, this kind of serves as a PSA / also, how do I transfer my game backup? It is totally possible. You can transfer between devices. Just be careful when you travel, you try to transfer between OSs. I cannot say that enough because I almost did it. So yeah, please be careful. I hope this has been helpful. Please let me know if you have any other tips for anyone regarding, transferring your game, anything I might have not covered. There's just so much in this game, and I just wanted to call out that you can transfer stuff, but just keep in your mind, you could lose your digistones if you transfer between, different OSs. So spend your digistones before you do that. And that's what I'll be doing. Once I spend all of my digistones, I will then transfer to my iPad. But until then, we will struggle with Mobits then. But it's fine. I've used it for a long time, so we're good. So, thank you all so very much for watching. If you need your DigiPals, please come to my Discord. I'm leaving a link in the description so you can find it. Thank you all so very much for watching, and until next time, meow to meow.